Hello, my name is Tomato Basil Girl. I speak for all the tomatoes in the world. Every single tomato. I am the president of tomatoes. I'm the queen of tomatoes. Um, I wanted to introduce myself to this channel simply because I want to talk about myself. Like, I can be like, oh, I feel like it would be good. Like, it would, like, get new people. Nobody watches my content, thank God. The moment somebody actually starts watching my content is the moment I'm deleting it all. But I just want to talk about myself, honestly. So that's my truth. That's my truth. I want to talk about the things I love, and I want somebody to listen. So I'm going to talk to my phone camera because she always listens. Yes, I'm Tomato Basil Girl. I don't use my real name on the internet because internet safety, guys. Internet safety. Some things I'm passionate about. Where's my pen? Where'd my pen go? Oh, it's right here. Oh my goodness. I'm very much a nerd girl. So I wanted to talk about that. I wrote down all my hobbies and interests and stuff. But I just wanted to talk about introduce myself and talk about like the things I'm passionate about all in one video, like my main interest in one video. This is a crossover episode. That's a BoJack Horseman reference. No, I haven't watched all of BoJack. No, I don't plan to. I like being happy. I like being happy. So if you're like, do you want to suffer? The answer is no. No, but I do know the BoJack references because my sister has watched the show like 7 times, and they apparently don't like being happy. So, anyways, okay. I want to talk about this in a way that isn't pretentious and like I don't seem stuck up and I don't seem judgmental. I feel like a lot of people my age, which I'm 19, so I'm not in my 20s yet, and I know people, it's the way how people got annoyed when 8th graders were like, I'm basically in high school, and high schoolers were like, you're not in high school, which is a very silly thing to get upset about. People are like, you're not 20 yet, which is like, okay, but I'm about to start my early 20s, and I feel like a lot of people's early 20s and late teens are figuring out their relationships with other people and how they coexist with other people and how they form relationships with other people and how they like exist around other people, and that's cool and that's fun. That's not my journey. My journey has been more of how I coexist with myself and finding out what I like. And I feel like our generation has a trend, and I hate saying that because I feel like it makes me sound like a million years old when I'm like, our generation. I feel like I sound like a 60-year-old woman when I say that. But there is a 60-year-old woman inside of me. So, anyways, but I feel like our generation has a problem of like, they just can't be authentically themselves, which is sad. So I am very, and I don't want to be judgmental because I understand everyone's on their own journey. And just because I have worked very hard on making myself happy and like being happy with myself and really loving my life and like knowing what I like, and it's not always easy. You have to have difficult conversations with yourself. It's not all sunshine and rainbows being your own best friend. Being my own best friend is hard, guys, because you have to have difficult conversations with yourself. It's like any other relationship where there's good and there's bad moments. But I really pride myself on knowing myself and knowing what I love and knowing what makes me happy and having really good coping mechanisms and like knowing, like being able to talk myself through like hard situations. And I'm not trying to say that to be like I'm so much better than everybody else who doesn't have this skill set. I'm more so saying it in the way where I'm like, I am just so grateful I have this skill set. I don't want to ever lose it. I don't want to ever lose myself. I feel like I finally have found who I am, and it's an incredible feeling, and I wish it for everybody. But I also know that some people, that's not their journey in their early 20s, and some people are living their own lives. But I just feel like there's not enough people on the internet being authentically themselves. I feel like influencers are very exhausting, and I really enjoy, like, I'm parasocial with my influencers. They're a couple of goofs, my favorite YouTubers ever. They're beautiful. Felix and Morgan, love them. Gorgeous, stunning. Pot roast mom, love her. Love them. Emily J. Bispo, love her. Like, and you're probably like, who are those people? Those are my influencers. Because I don't like following people who have bigger audiences. I am stuck up in that way. I'm stuck up in that way. I prefer you to have a smaller audience. I do. I gatekeep. I'm sorry. Um, but I feel like influencers have such like it's all so polished, and I feel like it is, and I have nothing wrong with people jumping on trends. Like, I think it's very fun if, like, something gets popular and suddenly you're into it. Like, my favorite example is, like, heated rivalry, and some people, I watch hockey. I didn't put that down on one of the things I'm passionate about. I watch hockey. I'm a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. I also watch the PWHL. I don't have a team yet. I haven't decided. They don't have a Pittsburgh team. I don't know who to choose. But I there was a lot of people who got into hockey because of heated rivalry. I think that's awesome. I think it's cool. Especially women getting into hockey, awesome. Women's hockey's awesome. It's so cool. It's so much better than NHL. I'm sorry. It is. The women's Olympic team, America's Olympic team, incredible. Literally, I think one of the best Olympic teams in anything to ever exist ever. Incredible. So, but like, I have no problem with people trend hopping. I just wish people would do things that to fill their cup more and do things that are authentically themselves. So I'm gonna share some things with you that are authentically me, and some of these are new to me. Some of these are things I've loved forever. And some of these are popular, and it's just, these are things that I love, and these are things that make me happy, and I want to talk about them. So, with all that being said, long intro, sorry, I don't want to come off people, like, I really don't want, even in my content being so small where I get, like, 2 views per video, I don't want it to ever seem like I think I'm better than kids my age because I have a sense of self. And I am so grateful I have a sense of self. And I really do have a sense of self. And I really love that about myself. I do understand that, like, nobody's below me because they don't have a sense of self. Like, nobody's below me unless they are a bad person. And what makes them a bad person isn't kind of being lost. It's like being an asshole. So please don't ever watch my content and think I'm better than anyone, unless it's a Republican. I do think I'm better than you. I do think I'm better than you, and unless you voted for Donald J. Trump, I think I'm better than you. But other than that, I don't think I'm better than anyone. I really don't. I want to make it clear, like, I love myself, and I'm really grateful for myself, and I love the things that I'm into. However, that doesn't mean I'm better than anybody who struggles with that stuff, and I struggled with that stuff for a long time, so I get it. But I will say the things that keep me motivated are, I really want to become educated. I really want to be as educated as I possibly can be. That's, like, really important to me. I'm not in school right now. I'm looking to get a job so then I can afford school. It's, like, a whole thing. It's very hard to find a job right now. Thank you, Donald J. Trump. Sorry, I'm sorry I'm getting political. I'm sorry. It's very hard to get a job right now. Once I get a job, I'm gonna start community college, which I'm so excited over. I'm gonna be a creative writing major. I also low-key want to do some journal classes. I want to just do so many classes. I don't want to overwhelm myself, but there's so many things I'm curious about, and I feel like I work so well in a classroom environment. Not in, like, in person, but, like, the structure of a classroom I work so well in. Like, that structure is so nice. I really want to become educated. I think all hot girls are educated, and I also think hot girls are passionate, and I think hot girls have things they're passionate about, and it's not just trendy things, it's things they truly love. And I'm not saying just because it's trendy doesn't mean you don't truly love it. I'm just saying you have things you love. You're, like, they are a part of you. So, here are mine. I split this into 3 categories. I said hobbies, the things I nerd out about, and I split it into 4 categories. Hobbies, the things I nerd out about, my favorite places, and the things I'm currently researching. I'm going to talk a lot about the things I'm currently researching, so I'm going to save that for last. I really hope I don't run out of space. in this video. For hobbies, I put 1, and it's reading. I have more. I am currently learning how to do the splits, and I'm also trying to do my toe touch. I did cheer for like 2 seconds in high school, and I was really bad at it, and I still love it to this day. I'm not good at dancing. I'm not good at being an athlete, really, but I still really try. So I'm learning how to do my splits right now. If you have any good tips on how to get your right split, I have the front leg completely stretched out. My back leg is so stubborn, so I'm going to have to actually do real exercises to do it. Miserable. But reading. I have read like 80 books so far this year. I read, and this might change your opinion of that. You might hear I've read 80 books and you might go, that's good, and then I'm going to tell you this information, and depending who you are as a person, you're going to go, that doesn't count. So if you're one of those people who doesn't count audiobooks or comics or graphic novels, then I'm not the person for you. But I read a mixture of audiobooks, ebooks, physical books, graphic novels, comic books. Incredible. I love reading so much. I truly adore it. It's such a nice hobby. I've read on and off since I was a kid. Unfortunately, Harry Potter did get me into reading, which is so unfortunate because I would love to reread the first thing that made me love reading. I'm never rereading Harry Potter. I've gotten rid of every single thing I've owned. No, we're not messing. Absolutely not. But I've been an on and off reader since the 4th grade, but this year I really kicked it up a notch, and I've read so much. I mainly have read audiobooks. That's like my bread and butter. I love an audiobook, but I've been into physical reading more. My top 3 books so far of the year is Chlorine by Jade Song, which I don't own. I also read like everything through the library. I love the library. So I don't physically own like any of the books. I actually have one of them right now because I rented it, so I'll show you that in a sec. But I'm also going to show you my current read because I'm kind of obsessed with it and I want to talk about it. But Chlorine by Jade Song is my favorite book of the year. It's about a girl on the high school swim team who is convinced she's a mermaid and has like body horror. It's a weird lit fic. It's the only weird lit fic I've read. I want to read more. It's just I have a terrible habit where if like the book is gonna stress me out at all, I don't want to read it. If the book's gonna stress me out in the slightest bit, I don't want to read it. So that's why I've avoided that, even though Chlorine is the best book I've ever read. It's so good. And then my second one is Blood Moon by Brittany S. Lewis. It's incredible. It's been compared to Twilight a lot by the author. It's also been compared to Legendborn, which I have read the first book in the Legendborn series. Very good. But it's about a girl and like vampires, werewolves, all that good stuff. It takes place in Kansas, I believe, either Kansas or Missouri, which is very interesting to me. I feel like I never read stuff about the Midwest. It was a very good book. I'm trying to how do I describe it? Oh, also her mom's missing. Sorry, this is the worst way I'm describing. Okay, it's about a girl who's going to college. It's YA. She's going to college, and her mom has been missing for a while. and she goes to this college, and weird vampire werewolf stuff starts happening, and there's two love interests and that all that good stuff. Very good book. Very, very good book. This was one of the few books I like. I've been reading more physically lately, but for a while I barely read physically, and this was one of the few books I read physically. I read it as an ebook. It's the same thing. And I loved it. I was obsessed with it. The last 100 pages are insane. I feel like it's a complete tone shift, which isn't a bad thing, but like I do think it was like my least favorite part. It was really good, but it was one of those books where like it's very slow, very slow, very slow. Boom! Wild. Incredible though. Loved it. Loved every second of it. I do want to reread it. I might reread it I'm gonna check if I can get it on audiobook, because my Libby didn't have the audiobook, but I'm pretty sure Hoopla does. So I'm gonna check if I can get it on audiobook, and I might reread it in October. I try not to let myself reread too much, but like this is like my book. Like this is like my paranormal fantasy. Like this is my paranormal romance. Like this is my girl. So I'm very excited. And then the next, we're gonna get political. This is the A word. This is a graphic novel all about abortion rights. It's incredible. And I read it in like April, I think. And I was obsessed with it, and now I'm like fully researching abortion. And I just read another book called Bodies on the Line about abortion escorts, who are like the girls who escort patients into the clinic. Very pro-choice, very pro-abortion, very passionate about that. And this is what sparked it. This is an incredible. I'm so grateful my library had this. Literally so grateful my library like. It's incredible. It's an incredible piece of work, and it's an incredible. I just love it. I love it so much. I feel like education. Like I feel like a lot of people want to learn, they just don't know where to start, and I would love to have a job where that's my job, is like telling you where to start and like breaking down information. And that's what I'm trying to do with my abortion research, and this was the catalyst for that, and I'm very grateful for that. I really do love it. Okay, what's next? This is my favorite series, Sisterhood of Traveling Pants. It is definitely problematic in some ways. It's like, it has some issues, but I love it. The last book is my favorite. The second book is my second favorite. I adore those books. I adore those girls. I love that. My favorite comic of the year, standalone comic, is Batman Year One. Basic, I know. It's really good though. And then my current read is Stalking Jack the Ripper. I'm obsessed. I got the summer wing bug. I got the summer wing bug, and I just have been in the mood for like a spooky story. This is incredible. I actually loved it so much, I got her second book. Like Hunting Prince Dracula, something like that. I am obsessed with this book. I love it so much. So incredible. But yeah, I read a lot. If you're like, what do you do? What do you spend your days doing? I read. That's what I spend my days doing. I read. So crispy. Okay. My big three. Everyone has a big three of special interest. Mine are Batman, Ninja Turtles, Scooby-Doo. Okay, okay. I got into Batman last year, so I am new. I'm a baby bat. I got into it last year around September, so it's basically been a year. Because I went through a really traumatic breakup, and I needed to cope. So I coped with none other than Jason Todd. He's my favorite character. I know, this is what I meant by, like, I am still a basic girl. Like, just because I have some, like, semi-niche interests, and if you're gonna be like, those aren't niche, the Ninja Turtle aren't niche. Okay, tell me all the girls who are watching 2012 TMNT. Tell me the girls watching 2012 TMNT. I'll go hang out with them. I'll go. Who's keeping 2012 TMNT alive except trans men and myself? Who? The trans men and nobody else. Nobody. But I am a basic bitch, and I love Jason Todd. I actually got into Batman because my sister compared me to Jason Todd, and that was one of the cruelest things they've ever done to me. But I love this movie. I rewatch it. It's a comfort movie, and you're like, Under the Red Hood is a comfort movie? Yes. 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 I like watching it and having it on in the background. I like having teenage Jason get beaten to death in the background. Okay, moving on. I love Batman. My favorite Batman movie is Gotham by Gaslight. This is niche. This is what I mean by I have niche interest. This is Batman versus Jack the Ripper. You're like, I'm seeing some like themes with Jack the Ripper. I don't know, dude. Don't ask me why. I don't know why I'm so attracted to Jack the Ripper, like story wise. Don't ask me to explain it. I can't. I've watched this movie 30 times this year. In like less than a month. I watched it 30 times in less than a month. I loved it so much I bought it. And you're like, is that in Spanish? It is. I accidentally bought it in Spanish. I love this movie. And go watch it. Go watch it. Put in the comments who you think Jack the Ripper's gonna be. You'll never guess. You'll never guess. This is an incredible movie. Okay. For Ninja Turtles, I'm obsessed with the Ninja Turtles. I love all of them. My favorite show is 2012. Obviously. My favorite movie, 2007. 2007 TMNT. Incredible movie. Also, the Batman versus Ninja Turtle movie. I have watched that like 4 times in the last 7 days. I love that movie. I love that movie. I have watched that movie so many times. I'm obsessed. It's like my hyperfixation right now. I have autism. If you're like, please stop using neurodivergent terms if you're not neurodivergent. I am neurodivergent. I have autism. I've been diagnosed. I got diagnosed during Autism Awareness Month. Okay. To clear that. You honestly, if you couldn't tell I had autism from me saying my hyperfixations were Batman, Ninja Turtles, and Scooby Doo, I don't know what to, like. Clearly, you don't know autistic people. But I love the Turtles, and then my favorite character is Leo. Leo's my baby. I love Leo. 2012 Leo specifically, but honestly, all Leos. I'm also a Donnie girl. Like, I love Donnie. I really appreciate him. I'm also reading the Jason Aaron IDW comics. I'm obsessed with them. They're so good. I'm very new to the IDW comics. Like, I'm like, it's a lot. Like, there's a lot going on. And Hoopla only lets me get 5 comics per month. But I have 2 Hoopla accounts, so I can get 10. I can get 10 comics per month. Suckers. That's the bonus of having 2 library cards. I have 3 library cards. I love the library. But TMNT is so good. The IDW comics. Sorry, I have ADHD as well, so I sometimes forget what I'm saying. The IDW comics, are incredible. I've only read the Jason Aaron ones, and I haven't finished them yet, because again, I can only get so many comics at once. But they're really good. They're really good. Donnie in the Jason Aaron comics is so fucking funny. He's so funny. He's also like clinically insane. Like there's something wrong with him. I don't care. I love him. I want to read more of them. I'm also reading the Batman versus Ninja Turtle comics because I wanted to read what the movie is based off. I wanted to read the comic the movie is based off. I also, from the library, I've actually read this before, but I'm going to reread it because I'm working on a Ninja Turtle presentation and I wanted to write down some notes about this. Very excited about this. Very excited about that. And then Scooby-Doo, my actual favorite Scooby-Doo movie is Phantosaurus, Scooby-Doo Phantosaurus. I love that movie. But I don't have it on DVD. I do have Zombie Island, though, which is my second favorite movie. I love this movie. It's an incredible movie. I don't usually like older movies. Like, I'm like a 2000 and up girly, but I really appreciate this movie. It's a really good movie. The twist at the end is crazy. If you know, you know. I got into the Scooby-Doo movies. Scooby-Doo actually is the reason I started watching movies again. For a while, I wasn't. Basically, how I learned to, like, be chill with myself and, like, spend time by myself is I just found a bunch of coping mechanisms and, like, things I like doing by myself and realized, like, I would prefer to do them by myself than be with somebody else. And one of them was movies. I didn't have the attention span for movies. Again, I have ADHD. I didn't have the attention span for movies for so long until I finally just, like, rented some from the library and sat down and forced myself to watch them, and I really started loving them, and it started with Scooby-Doo, and I love Scooby-Doo so much. I think I've watched like 30 Scooby-Doo movies this year. I love them all. I do. I really do. I started with the Loch Ness Monster one, which is one of my favorites. Really like that one. I also really like, I just recently watched, what's it called? Legend of the Vampire. I just watched Legend of the Vampire. That's a classic. It has the Hex Girls in it. I don't know. I really enjoy Scooby-Doo. Really enjoy Scooby-Doo. It's one of my favorite franchises. Daphne and Velma are my favorite, obviously. Velma is my favorite in Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, which is one of the best TV shows. The way people feel about Gravity Falls is the way I feel about Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. That's my shit. Love Velma on that, but usually I'm a Daphne girl. That's an exception. I also love Fred. I love all of them except Shaggy and Scooby. And you're like, how can you be a Scooby-Doo fan and hate Shaggy and Scooby? It's hard work, but it's honest work. Love this. Love that. Okay. I also am a writer. I write a lot. I write poetry. I have a lot of creative writing that I do. And I also try to write essays and really, yeah, I'm a writer. And I'm really into physical media. I've shown you a lot of my physical media. I showed you the TMNT, the Batman, Scooby-Doo, but I wanted to show you one of my favorite things of physical media I own, which is Brokeback Mountain. Got this for $1 at the library bookstore. My favorite place in the world, by the way. Incredible. I love the library bookstore. My next thing is my favorite places. My favorite place to be and chill at is my room. Love her. But I love the library and I love the library bookstore. They have some Roald Dahl books and I really want them. I want to buy them so bad. So if I get some money, I'm going to buy those. My second favorite places are two bookstores. Bookman's, which is like a local Arizona bookstore, and then Half Price Books. Icons, love them. I'm not a Barnes & Noble girl. That is one thing I am stuck up about. I hate Barnes & Noble. Whenever somebody's like, let's go to Barnes & Noble, like, I watch, like, a reading blog, and they're like, let's go to Barnes & Noble. I'm like, let's not. Barnes & Noble is way too overpriced, and it's shitty, and it sucks, and I hate it. So, that's my opinion. And then research. Okay. So, this is how I do my research. I am still getting used to it. I'm still picking out certain topics, but let me tell you what's on the the cut and block for September. I am going to get political. So, I'm sorry. How I do my research is I split it up into 2 categories, and then I split them up into 4 smaller things. So I have presentations and I have essays. So for the presentations, I pick a topic, I research it, and then I make a presentation. And then for the essays, it's the same exact thing, except I write an essay. I haven't written an essay yet, because I'm really scared to, because I'm afraid it's going to be bad, and it probably will be bad, but the point isn't if it's bad or not. The point is that I'm writing. That's the point. I have to remind myself that. And then I have long form and short form things, and then I have silly. This is explaining this out loud is insane. Silly and political. So okay, so I have like a long form thing I'm researching. That's gonna be a presentation. That is abortion. That's also my essay, because I do plan to write an essay about abortion. I'm just not sure like what I want to write about yet, but my long form thing I'm researching that's political is abortion, and then my long form silly thing I'm researching is TMNT. I'm researching Ninja Turtles, and those are both for presentations. And then for my short form political, that's either, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do an essay or a presentation. I'm leaning towards presentation. I'm not sure though. But I'm going to be researching Native women and how they go missing. I just got a DVD about a documentary about Native women going missing, and I forget what it's called. Bushtown? I think that's what it's called. So I'm gonna be researching that. I'm gonna be looking into that. It's just gonna be a month-long research. My goal is just to make something that other people can find and like help them and like put resources out there. But I wanted to research that. I'm trying to research something that doesn't directly affect me, because I feel it's important to. I feel it's important to research things that don't directly affect you, and I feel like that's a good, like, something that I could, there's a lot of information about it, I could, like, easily research that. And then I'm not sure what I'm gonna do my silly essay about. I don't know. My goal is, again, I'm trying to become, as I say, disgustingly educated. Like, I want to be so smart. I want to be so smart. I want to be smart so bad. I want to feel smart so bad. So I want to just watch a bunch of documentaries. I watched I've only watched episode 1 of the documentary about the native woman. But I did just watch a documentary about the history of zombies, the origins of zombies, and how it comes from Haiti. And it's not voodoo, it's voodoo. Just learned about that. That was very interesting. So I want to watch more documentaries. So I'm trying to, like, I just ordered a bunch from my library. I went online and, like, ordered a bunch. And I'm going to try to also find some online, like, on YouTube and stuff. But yeah, I really want to become educated really bad. So those are all the things I'm going to be researching. I'm going to be researching abortion, Ninja Turtles. Those are like my long form. Native woman going missing. And then I haven't picked. Oh, and then for my silly short form presentation, I'm going to do Starfire. I'm going to research Starfire because I love her. She's my best friend and I love her. But yeah, that's everything. That's me. That's what I spend my time doing. I really, really love researching. It's really fulfilling. Abortion has gotten really heavy. I feel like it's finally hitting me now. Like, I did cry over abortion rights earlier today. Honesty, transparency. But I feel really passionately about it, so I'm not going to stop. If nobody's going to research it, who's going to research it if I'm not going to, you know? Like, I need to do my part. But I do, yeah, that's everything I'm currently researching. That's everything I'm super passionate about. Yeah, that's all. Bye.